Hey everybody, it's Jeremy from HTL. Tuesday morning, just kind of out here hanging in the shop, and I thought I would make a video about taking an idea, concept, putting it into Lightburn, working it, turning it into something, burning it on the LaserMATIC, and putting the final touches on it to completion. I don't think I've done a video like that before. So we're gonna go from an idea, and that idea is I needed to make more earring designs. I had a catastrophic failure. Something happened. I lost all my earring designs. There was 80 designs on one file, and something happened. And about 60% of the artwork out of each one of those individual designs just up and disappeared. And I can't get them back. So I don't remember what they all look like. I get outlines of some. I get the innards of some other ones. I don't know what happened. So that gave me the opportunity to just create new designs and kind of change out my my product line. So I was upset when it first happened for about 5 minutes, and then I was like, hey, I have now got a perfect opportunity to change everything up and put something new out. I've had those earring designs for 1.5 years. I've done a dozen shows with them. Let's start working some new stuff in to my old stock and kind of changing and rotating out some things. So I thought that was a pretty good idea. I didn't want it to happen, but you know, you get spoiled milk, make yogurt. So I had some requests for some geometric shapes, just some weird random stuff. So I went to Bing Creator, and I asked to design just a bunch of random circles, octagons, elongated, you know, trapezoid type things, whatever. And I got a few, and I picked out some ones that I like. And I have another one that I'm going to grab real quick. So I've done a couple videos on using AI and how to use prompts and stuff. So if you want to go back into my catalog of videos and check that out. So let's go right straight to Lightburn. And what I've got here is, this is one of the images that came from Bing Creator. So it gave me multiple designs, okay? I have a couple of these that I've already picked out. Ones that are actually going to work with cutting out with wood and a laser. And I have one more that I want, and it's this one right here. I want this one. So let's do the next thing. So, okay, so once we have this connected, make sure that it's got the outline box around it. Right click, and we're going to trace the image. So I want that. I don't need the image when I'm done. So let me show you what happens when you leave that. So we're going to hit OK. It doesn't look like it changed. All right. So we'll grab the center block, and we'll move the traced image out of the way. Then you can go and you can delete that. So let's go back and do this. Okay. So I don't bother with that extra step anymore. I don't really need it. So I'm just going to click that off. Delete image after trace. Hit OK. That image goes away, and now I can go straight into my work. Now I need to come in here and ungroup all of it because they were all grouped together. And I want just this one. So I'm going to group that. Move it over here. And now I'm going to delete that. Now, so these right here are just going to fall. They're not even going to be in there. So what I'm going to do is go in and do some node editing and probably connect this to this and connect this down to this. And we'll see what that looks like, and that'll give me an earring. So let me get it out of the grid so you guys can see it better. We're going to ungroup it. Okay, we're going to come over here to our node editing. Smooth nodes, L is convert lines. You can hit all these letters on your keyboard, and it'll bring up what you need to do. Let's connect this one. Okay, we're gonna hit the D for delete. I'm gonna straighten that one out. And I think what I'm gonna do, I don't really mind if it's not perfectly squared lines, and that's perfect. That's fine. But I'm gonna delete this one, and I'm gonna delete that one, and I'm gonna move this one up just a hair right there. And I think I'm gonna straighten that out. Okay, now with that selected right here, with this one selected, I'm gonna hit the letter E. It's gonna extend it down to this line where I want it. Now let's go to the scissors, and we're gonna remove that line. And you'll notice that when that does that with the scissor, now I'm in 2.0. So, and this is, I've gotten a couple of updates for this release candidate. What that does when you do that with the snip is it now connects all the dots. All the ants are marching in the same direction. Okay, so let's go back to node editing. We're going to go do the same thing on this side. Hit D. And actually, you know what? Let's just do it this way. Hover that one, hit the E. We have to straighten this out, otherwise it's going to curve weird. Let's straighten that out. And let's get rid of that one, and that'll straighten it out even better. Okay, we're going to hit the E. And we're going to eliminate that one. Now we'll go up to our scissor mode, and we'll just get rid of that one. We're all connected. All right, now this, same thing. What if we okay, we're going to change this. I don't really like that one. What if we do this? Let's take and let's do that. We'll connect this one. What does centering it look? Oh, it's already centered. Perfect. Okay. So now we're gonna do this. Oops. Let's do this. We're gonna group this, because if that's grouped, then we can connect this one right here. Oops. Hold Shift. Come on. Work with me here. Hold Shift. Connect. Now, come over to our Boolean assistant. Move this up so you can see what's going on. We'll collect that one. Perfect. Now, this will be cut out. This will be all cut out. This is all gonna stay all wood, and I don't like this. So we're gonna go to here, and we're going to hit the D button, which is delete. We're gonna hit I for insert a node, and I'm hovering over the circle, and I'm gonna hit the letter C, which is gonna turn it into a square. And now I'll have to do this because it gave me all those nodes. Let's bring that down. Alright, let's delete that one. And that one. And that one. Cool. Now, because we have this void here, let's come up to our square. Let's make that 8 by 8. I forgot to hold Shift down. All right, now, there we go. We're gonna collect this, and we're gonna center it again. All right, looks like it's centered. Now, Gonna hold down Control while I have my sidebar held, my box on the side, and I'm gonna do that, and I think I'm gonna come down. Let me connect it to this one to see what center looks like on that. Yeah, okay, that's better. Okay. I don't mind that. I am going to shrink this, though. Get those lines a little bit more sized properly. There you go. Perfect. Now, this one. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger with the corners. Actually, we want round because it's going to be an earring, so I like that. I'll hit OK. Come in here. Delete that. Now, we're going to do, so the height on this whole thing is 51. I like him to be about 45 for an earring. And let's Control Z that, and we'll lock that. I want it to be proportional when I change that. There we go. So now we got to put a ring in it. So hold down Shift. We want this to be 7. I think. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to move this up. All the way so that it's just this one. Right there. Collect this one. Boolean. And this one? Nope. That one. Okay. Hit OK. Come in another square. Hold down. Oops. No. I want a circle. Ellipse. Hold down Shift. Okay. And I want this to be 2.5. Hold Shift. Collect this one. We want to center it. And I think I'm going to come down right there. All right. So there's our earring. Cool. Let's move it over to here. And copy, paste. Okay, so I'm going to get this all turned on. I'll come back when it's cut out, and I'll show what it looks like. See if I like it or not. See if my design worked. If not, we'll change it. So let me do that. I'll be right back. Checking my cuts and layers. Everything looks good. And let's do it. While that's burning, I got my little kit here with my rings and my hoops and all my stuff. I got my little mini pliers, and we have our little bags for the earrings to go in when they're done. Oh, I love the smell of cherry. Oh, I love it. All right. Honestly, this is by far my favorite wood to use for this kind of stuff. It is strong, it is stable, it is better than plywood, because when you get those little tiny spots with plywood right there, these center pieces right there, almost looks like a person standing there. It'll break. I've had some people, I've had to remake some stuff, so all my earrings are being made out of solid wood now because it just looks so good. All right, so take a ring, split it open a little bit farther. I always try to use the smallest ring I can to fit into the opening. To me, it looks better. Some people use a bigger ring. I just don't. I don't like doing that. So, and here's the loop. That's too bright. Okay. Hope that's better. Now you guys can see what we're doing here. So there's the loop. Here's the earring hoop. And these are 925 sterling. That's all I use. Hypoallergenic stuff. You know, people have reactions. 2 pair of pliers. Straighten it back out. And voila. The earring is done. So let's put this next one together. Get the loop on. Get the hook on. Put it together. And there you go. You got a pair of earrings. Now, what I do when I'm done with them, put them in these little baggies. I will leave these little bags in the earring hardware that I buy linked in the comments down below. My Amazon affiliate link. So right there, packaged up, ready to go. They go in my little box. Okay, so let's show you a couple of other ones that I have. You can see them over here. These I haven't done anything with these yet. They literally, I was working on this and I thought, you know, I'll make a video, so here we are. And so I'm not sure this one's gonna work at all. So what we can do is take this and do an offset and something like that. Hit the OK button. We can group all that. That's fine. That'll probably, and I can put a little loop up here somewhere. This one right here is probably going to be a good candidate for me to make out of my brass, because it's going to be stronger for all these little deals. I don't know. Some of these I'll just probably cut one. Check it out. This one looks pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one yet. I'm going to cut one out and find out what's happening. When I get this sized, I may have to come in here and take each one of these little things. So, like, we'll, you know, ungroup it, and I'll probably come in here and I'll do this. We'll go inward by 0.25 all the way around all of these. But you can see how much more room I'm going to get between here. And when you do this one and this one, you know, this will probably get eliminated. Some of these little ones will probably get eliminated. And then it'll just make it wider. It'll be more structurally sound when you're cutting an earring out. So there's things like that I'll probably do. I'm going to regroup this, because if I don't, I'll try to move it. This one right here is not grouped. Great. All right. We'll group it. We'll do that. I don't like it. Cancel. We'll turn this all red for the cut. Group it. And actually, we'll probably make that hole 38. Yeah, so that'll probably be pretty cool. Like I said, this is one of the ones where I'm going to cut it out and find out what it actually is going to look like as an earring. There might not be enough left of it. I might have to make some changes. Let's see what else we got. This one I'm not sure is going to work now that I'm looking at it closer. This one I like. This one's a Celtic type of a design, which is pretty cool. And I like this one, but it's going to have these extended. Otherwise, this whole thing is just going to fall out. I might cut one like that to see, and then extend it and cut one and see what I like better. I'm not sure yet. But anyways, there is a really quick, easy way to take an idea using AI or even one of your own pictures or clip art somewhere. You know, go to design bundles and buy some stuff and change it up. Bring it into Lightburn, make it how you want it, turn it into whatever you want, burn it, sell it. I hope that helps. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll leave links below to some stuff. I got an affiliate link for the LaserMATIC. I'll put my Amazon affiliate links down there for all the hardware that I used today, and I'll link a couple videos. Probably to I'll link videos to some of the AI videos that I did showing how I use AI. So you guys can check those out if you feel like it. And again, thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one.